13 years ago, we were in front of another school, another beautiful little bedroom community. 20 kids, 26 people overall, but 20 of them between 6 and 7 years old were just massacred at Sandy Hook School in Connecticut. The mother of one of the kids and one of the officers who was first on scene, I wanted to have them come in, as difficult as a day like today is for them, to talk about what they know you can see as a warning sign and what you can do that can make days like today less likely. Joining me now is Chris Vanghele, Newtown Police Department Lieutenant, and Nicole Hockley, whose 6-year-old son, Dylan, lost his life that day, was stolen that day. Thank you both for joining me. And when you have a day like today, and I'm sure you think every day about your son, but Nicole, how do you process a day like today? And I know you've had many of them because these keep happening.
I don't think there is a way to process a day like today. It's more about understanding how triggered I am and how triggered so many other people are and how heartbroken we all are, and especially knowing that the community is on their day one of a journey that I'm now almost 13 years into. But I also feel a huge amount of anger and outrage that this continues to happen when we know we have solutions that work. So the way I process it, I guess, is by really allowing myself that opportunity to grieve and remember, and then really getting very determined and back into the work, because we know that what we do works and has stopped at least 18 school shootings so far.
I want to talk about that. And also, I'm really happy to have you with me, Lieutenant, because, look, I was there that day. Actually, I think I remember meeting you there that day. And that was one of the worst scenes any of us has ever seen. And the police get a lot of heat on this. Oh, the police have to do this, the police have to do that. And I don't think it's really about the police. I think this is about the community and the level of recognition. And your solutions, Nicole, and how it works is much more holistic than just thinking you can find a guy who puts up a bad video. What works? What do you believe has stopped 18?
Well, what I know works is teaching people how to recognize the signs of someone who needs help, whether that is an early indicator of something like social isolation, marginalization, and rejection, through to suicidal ideation and homicidal ideation. There's a lot of signs that we teach kids and the adults around them what to look for and how to recognize when something doesn't feel right as well, and how to talk to a trusted adult or use an anonymous reporting system. And that system is what absolutely works. Kids are the eyes and ears of their school. Family members are the eyes and ears of what's going on. Friends looking after each other. We all know that really school safety is about building connections and a positive school climate. That's been heavily reported by the Secret Service in the past in their reports on thwarted school shootings. There's a lot we can do. Building connection, recognizing when someone needs help, and having a process and a way to tell someone about it so an intervention can be made is very evidence-based and proven to stop acts of violence, including school shootings.
Yeah, the Columbia Protocol. My friend Dr. Kelly Gerstenhaber Posner has been doing it at Columbia University, teaching people like the lieutenant and like you and like me how to talk to the people who are in their charge. Now, Lieutenant, I feel that the police get pushed into these situations almost like you guys are asked to deal with a riot. All these different ingredients have come together to create a chaos that you now have to control. Do you believe that this is about policing or something else?
Well, Chris, the last time we spoke was about 4 years ago, and it was right after the Uvalde shooting. And between then and now, there have been hundreds of mass shootings like this at schools, churches, and other areas. And us in law enforcement are exacerbated as you are. We're trying to solve this issue. For me, it's really comes down to a mental health issue. There are millions of people that are suffering from mental health, and there are millions of weapons on the streets. And you put those two together, and you have events like what unfolded today. We're very good at working with our schools. and we're very good at tracking down leads, but we can only track down what we know. Social media has helped in a big respect because people that do this tend to forecast what they want to do. And, we're able then to take those investigative clues and track that person down. But then there are stumbling blocks for us. There's only so much we can do. We deal with mentally ill people every day. We take them to the hospital, usually against their will, and then we walk away. They're usually let out within 12 hours. Sometimes they're held. We can now institute risk protection orders that come from the family members. So if they feel somebody in their household may be mentally ill, we can make certain protections through the court system that don't allow them to have weapons or gain access to a firearm or a permit to carry a firearm. But they're very small steps, and we need big strides to solve this.
Well, but look, we know what it is, and Nicole has it, and it has been put into practice. And it's the hardest thing to do in American society today, which is to get people to dare to care enough to pay attention to the people in their circle, to ask questions, to reach out, and to try to do something to help. The cops can't do it. It's got to be all of us. Everybody's known that. Nicole, thank you for putting it into practice. If we can ever help you with any of the programming that you're doing or what you want to get out, we're a call away. And Chris, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for doing the job and keeping us safe.
Thank you
God
for
bless
caring.
you both.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.